In other news, Apple CEO Tim Cook delivered the commencement address at Stanford today. KPIX 5's Devin Fehely was there and tells us that Cook's advice to the class of 2019 also included a strongly worded message for his own industry.
Apple CEO Tim Cook delivered a speech today that was one part graduation speech and one part a note of caution to the wider tech world. A speech that was seemingly tailor-made to Stanford students in the heart of Silicon Valley.
Stanford and Silicon Valley's roots are woven together.
Apple CEO Tim Cook took a moment to reflect on the role of technology in our lives, both its ability to solve and simultaneously to create problems.
Technology doesn't change who we are. It magnifies who we are, the good and the bad.
Without naming names, Cook launched a few well-aimed broadsides at his tech rivals, criticizing them for data breaches that compromised people's personal information and the way that social media was weaponized in the last presidential election.
Too many seem to think that good intentions excuse away harmful outcomes. But whether you like it or not, what you build and what you create define who you are.
It was a message that was well received by this year's graduates.
Tim Cook really sort of captured the political moment we're in. There's a lot of issues with fake news and the way tech is being used to advance problematic ends, and I think it's really important to hear someone who's a leader in the field talk about the importance of responsibility.
It was very inspirational, and I really loved how he talked about taking responsibility.
After sounding a note of caution, Cook left graduates with a message of motivation and inspiration.
In an age of cynicism, this place still believes that the human capacity to solve problems is boundless.
Cook also urged students to find their own path, not simply to follow in someone else's footsteps. A resonant message coming from someone who succeeded legendary Apple CEO Steve Jobs. On the Stanford campus, Devin Fehely, KPIX 5.